Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Low Inspired Living. On this channel, I like to talk to you guys about everything fragrance related, and we are back with another Taylor Swift video. We have been counting down to TS12, The Life of a Showgirl, and you guys know, if you clicked on this video, this is the Reputation video. Are you ready for it? So yes, Reputation is, I feel, unarguably Taylor Swift's best album. I said it. I said it. Maybe a controversial take to some, and some are like nodding and agreeing with me. Yes, of course it is. Yeah, Reputation is her best album. Is it my personal favorite? No, but unarguably, or I guess we could argue, I really feel it is the strongest of her whole collection, of her whole discography. And it is such of a specific time in her life and her music journey and her career. It was not able to be replicated. Like, she even said she could not re-record Reputation. I'm just saying, like, her debut and Reputation were two huge pillars in her career. Like, two huge pivoting moments. So it just goes to show, Reputation, sometimes your darkest moments in life, when literally everyone hates you and literally everyone in the world hates you. Like, pretty much everyone hated Taylor Swift before Reputation was made. If you don't remember the pop culture moment, because I was there, I remember, I was in the trenches, I remember. It was bad. It was bad. Yeah, it was bad. So Taylor is so inspiring to always come back and reinvent, and I could go on a whole dissertation about Reputation and what it means to me, and I think a lot of people have that similar experience with Reputation. Overall, just what it means and the different layers to it and everything. It's an amazing, amazing album. Whether it is your favorite, whether you think it is her best album or not, you cannot argue with the fact that it is an amazing album if you are a Taylor Swift fan. But we're not here to specifically talk about the album. This is not a music channel. As you guys know, this is a fragrance channel, and we're here to talk about fragrances inspired by each album leading up to TS12. So yes, this is the Reputation episode. We are talking about 6 mists and 6 perfumes inspired by the songs, the vibe, the colors, the aesthetic of Reputation. So that is what we are here to do today. I just want to say a very quick thank you to everyone before I get started. While I was getting ready for this video, I'm just going to keep it 100% honest with you guys, and it's kind of ironic we're talking about Reputation. I myself was having a little bit of a down day, kind of the Sunday scaries, you know, just feeling off, feeling sad, feeling sorry for myself and different things like that. But I just want to thank the people who are here, who are subscribed, and if you know of a Swiftie who you think might like these videos, please send them the link to my playlist down below so they can catch up on the episodes, because we are now at the point where I was doing an episode of the Taylor Swift series every Saturday, but now in crunch time to prepare for TS12, you will see 2 full weeks. 2 full weeks of Taylor Swift videos, because I upload 3 times a week. So yeah, you'll see Reputation on Tuesday, which is today. Thursday, Lover. Saturday will be Folklore and Evermore. Next Tuesday we will have Midnights. Then Thursday, Tortured Poets Department. The album comes out Friday, and Saturday I will be watching Friday the album comes out, and I'll be at the release party movie, and Saturday I will have a video for you on perfume recommendations inspired by the life of a showgirl. But yes, that is it. So yeah, if you have a Swiftie in your life that you think would like these videos, please feel free to send the playlist to them so they can catch up as well and kind of discover my channel that way. So thank you so much if you are able to do that. Let's get right into the perfume recommendations for Reputation. Okay, I feel like I have to get the most obvious one out of the way. I feel like you're expecting to see this. I think this is going to be the one I put in the thumbnail because I think it's the most obvious choice, and that will be Black Opium from Yves Saint Laurent. Black Opium and me have a beautiful love affair. I fell in love with Black Opium. This is the La Perfume version, by the way. I feel like that's important to mention. The La Perfume version has a little bit more of a sweetness to it than the original, but I love every iteration of Black Opium that I've tried. Is she overdone? Yeah, just like Reputation. Some people say she's overdone. Some people are like, oh, it's overplayed now. I don't care. I still love her. I still love Black Opium, and I feel like you wouldn't expect me to love this one because I'm a very floral sweet girly. You'd expect me to like vibe more with stuff from like the Lover era, which I definitely do, but there's just something about this one I absolutely love. And I would of course pair it with Into the Night from Bath & Body Works. So as I go through these combos, it kind of is a catch-22 kind of thing, or it is kind of like a double recommendation. If you have not tried this perfume but you've tried the Bath & Body Works, you can consider pairing them, or vice versa. Or if you have them both like me, you can just layer them together. I love layering a mist and a perfume. I do it every day. So just a recommendation for you. Into the Night has notes of raspberry noir, amber crystals, velvety rose petals, creamy patchouli, heavy on the creamy patchouli, not fragrant, mossy, weird patchouli, and mocha musk. I love Into the Night. It is one of my all-time favorites, top 10 in Bath & Body Works, and I feel the same way about Black Opium. Now this is definitely giving Reputation vibes. The whole album has a very dark black and silver and gemstone and rough aesthetic, because the album is very much about Taylor coming back from this huge public canceling of Taylor Swift, and you know, it was such a irreplaceable time because at the same time she was canceled, everyone hated her, Taylor Swift is over party, the snake emoji, and she took that and like literally turned it on its head and made it like her most iconic moment. And I love her for that. And I think we should all do that in life. But at the same time, she was also in a new relationship with someone who was very, very important to her in her life, as far as we know of her personal life. Just not to get too much into the parasocial relationship things, but unquestionably we can say that was a very important and pivotal relationship in her life. He who shall not be named. I digress, but it was a very important time in her life, and this album is definitely, you will see throughout these perfumes, yes, I have a lot of dark, luscious, deep berries because it was very much that moment, and that was this whole style of the album and the theme of the songs and revenge, but a lot of the album was also about love and falling in love with this relationship and feeling safe in a relationship and feeling like this person really knows me, not just the public persona of me, and I'm safe with this person, which in hindsight is really sad. But I digress. I'm trying not to get too much into the personal side of the music, but I know some of you like that and form more of a personal connection with your fragrances that way, so that is why I mention it. But this is a beautiful, deep berry combination. It is very much a nighttime fragrance. It's giving, like, when I think of Reputation and when I think of a lot of these fragrances, they're very much giving the vibe of you're riding in the back of a cab at night after it's rained in the city. So it's like the neon lights and the reflection of the city lights against the puddles of rain on the road. It's, yeah, that is what I think of when I think of Reputation, and the feeling of it and the vibe of it. And so that's what these perfumes also give. It's like coming home after a long night, and like washing off your party makeup, that kind of vibe. So I absolutely love this. Cannot recommend this enough, especially with this like colder winter season coming up. A lot of these are really appropriate. Okay, next up, this one was a surprise for me and a surprise love. I would recommend Frankie from Ariana Grande. So definitely the aesthetic of this perfume led me to choose it for Reputation. Definitely matches the color scheme, but also this fragrance I think definitely matches the vibe that I'm trying to go for Reputation. This is actually, I would classify it as a unisex scent. It's based on, of course it's named after Frankie, Ariana Grande's brother. And so I think it is more of a unisex scent. It has pear and apricot and like some woody notes to it. So it is very, very fruity and bright, but that woody base definitely makes it somewhat masculine leaning, but not so masculine leaning that I, as a very feminine person, would not want to wear it. I actually really like this. I really love this. This is probably the most unisex fragrance in my collection as someone who is usually a sweet, fruity girl. So I do enjoy this one a lot. And when I saw that this had a pear note and a dark, not dark wood, but when I saw this had a pear note and that sandalwood and that deeper essence to it, I wanted to try it with Pear Creme Brulee from Bath & Body Works. If you've been here, you know my brunch collection is my favorite. I would give anything for this collection to come back. All the scents in this collection, I love them. Pear Creme Brulee holds a very special place in my heart. I absolutely love it. This one has a baked pear, caramelized sugar, and whipped cream. So this one is a baked pear, truly. Like, so when you think of super crisp, fresh pear, it's more a caramelized baked pear. It is delicious, and it pairs it pairs really well with this one. So if you were one of the lucky ones who was able to find this when it kind of re-released and resurged at Burlington these past few months, I've been seeing it popping up. And if you've been wondering about it, if it's worth it or not, definitely try it. I absolutely adore it. So you can take my word for it as someone who is normally very fruity, feminine, floral lover. If you are worried that this is too unisex or too masculine, I can reassure you it is not. I actually really, really enjoy it. So if you're taking my word for it, I definitely say try it. So yeah, I think this vibe works really well. This kind of smells and reminds me of the Look What You Made Me Do music video. I don't know why. That's just what it smells like to me. Oh my gosh, and you know what I just thought of? Like, this is very much like Reputation coated, but since this is like that teal blue, it's almost kind of like the old Taylor Can't Come to the Phone right now. Why? Because she's dead. Because the blue, it's like, it looks like the color of Debut. So the old Taylor can't come to the phone right now. My mind, right? Next up, I'm just throwing a very easy one in there. If you have this in your collection, this is a great combination to use if you're trying to get in your Reputation era. But just like Reputation, you have like kind of a rough exterior and maybe a grumpy exterior, but you're just a lover girl on the inside, and that is Wicked from Victoria's Secret. I love this one so much. It is a beautiful perfume comprised of freesia, brown sugar, and vanilla. Simple, sweet, beautiful, but that freesia definitely adds like that mysterious floral that I just love so much. So I wear this a ton, and I wear it a lot with Wild Madagascar Vanilla. Now, you can take whatever vanilla you prefer from Bath & Body Works. This happens to be my favorite, and I really love Wild Madagascar Vanilla. It has Wild Madagascar Accord, African Pear, Wild Jasmine. I think I like this because even though it has vanilla in it, it's not even listed in the main notes, really. The vanilla in it is very light, and I'm just someone who's picky with my vanillas, so you kind of gotta you know, match them. Because this one has Tahitian vanilla, and I think this one does as well. It says Madagascar vanilla, but you know. So I do think these work really well together. So that is my next recommendation. Okay, my next combo is a perfume I actually had to borrow. This is not in my collection of fragrances personally. This is in my best friend Precious's fragrances, and I had bought this based blind buy. I think I found it at Burlington or something, and I looked up the notes and it seems like it would be okay. I'll put the notes up. It seemed like it would be very fruity, but it is very deep. This is Lattafa Rams Gold, and this I think is even listed as a unisex perfume on Fragrantica. There's bold fruity notes to it, but there's also a very deep resinous amber base. So I think it is a gorgeous scent. I just personally think it's too much for me. But if you've been here before and you've seen Bestie Precious's video with me, a lot about how I am one of 3 girls that live in the house here where we live, and we all have very different perfume tastes, and I feel like I'm kind of in the middle. Christina, our one roommate, is super sweet and girly and rosy and floral. I'm a little bit in the middle, and then Precious prefers really deep, sexy, sensual fragrances. So I kind of knew, I was like, yeah, I'm probably going to need to borrow from her collection for Reputation. And so yeah, she has this one, and she loves this one, and it's a beautiful, sensual, sexy smell. I'm just don't wear that very often. That's just not my vibe. That's not what I exude. So she definitely has the confidence and the you know, the vibe to wear it. I do love the smell though, and I think it would pair beautifully with Hot and Sticky. This is from Banger Beauty by Mary. This is her interpretation of Lush Sticky Dates. So if you have that one, you could also pair it with this as well. But yeah, when I smelled how like amber and like resinous this is, I wanted to pair it with this because this one has benzoin, resinoid, sandalwood, and caramel, and it's supposed to smell like sticky dates. And yeah, these pair absolutely beautiful together. So yeah, I need to find a perfume that's a little less intense than this that I can pair with Hot and Sticky, but this is already a lot on its own. So pairing these two together, it is a powerhouse. So proceed with caution. This is the kind of combo that they will smell you before you walk in the room, if you know what I'm saying. Like, this is intense. This is intense, but in a very confident, sexy way. So if that's what you're going for, go ahead and try this one. Alright, my next one, I felt like with so much snake imagery of Reputation, that was kind of like her whole like logo of Reputation, and kind of reclaiming that whole thing. I was like, snakes, apples, because Garden of Eden, you know? So I was like, let me do an apple routine. I love Apple. You guys know, if you've been here, I talk about this one a lot. This is Love Apple from Crown Perfume / Henri Hobb. If you, it smells so good. If this is a boozy apple, if you like Inner Angel from Bath & Body Works, you can pair it with that. I don't have Inner Angel in a fine fragrance mist, because honestly, I didn't feel the need to get Inner Angel because I love this so much and I prefer this. But if you wanted to pair it with whatever apple scent that you personally like, it would go great. I personally decided, you know, Reputation, we're going with the Evil Queen vibe. Why not pair it with the Evil Queen herself? So Evil Queen from Bath & Body Works. I absolutely love this one that just came out for the Disney collaboration. This one has a dark red apple, vanilla suede, and wicked pear. I think it definitely matches the vibe of Reputation for sure. And I mean, you know, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Sometimes they think you're evil, but you're just a queen. Alright, I think my last combination might shock you because It definitely doesn't match the color vibe or the fragrance vibe of any of these other ones, but that is because I needed to throw something in that is super sweet, because I strongly feel that Reputation and the next album that we're going to talk about on Thursday, Lover, they are yin and yang albums. They're largely based around the same relationship that Taylor was in for both of these albums, and they have such a dynamic duo between them, sonically and topically, everything. So when you see this, you're gonna see, oh, why is it pink? Because Reputation is the true love album. It was love in its purest form. It was love when everything was still new and safe and still good. You know, we'll talk more, ironically, in Lover about how Lover is not actually a love album. It's an anxiety album. But yeah, love in its purest form, when everything is roses and sunshine, is this combo. And this is Oscar de la Renta Bella Rosa, which is definitely a white rose, beautiful perfume, wedding day perfume, fresh in love perfume. And I paired it with Magnolia Charm from Bath & Body Works. Because like a lot of these, it has a pear note, it has dewy pear blossom, blooming magnolia, and fresh cedar. It's beautiful, it's sweet, it's patient, it is kind, everything. So I just love this combination, and it kind of leads into what we're going to be talking about with Lover. So yeah, this is kind of the reflection of, at the end of the day, Reputation is about a love story. So yeah, I included this combination. Alright, if you made it to the end of this video, definitely flood the comments with the iconic snake emoji. Snake emoji, black heart emoji. So let me know you made it to the end of this video. How iconic is Reputation by Taylor Swift? It literally cannot be outdone. I mean, at the end of all these videos, I talk about my favorite songs. I can't even pick, because the whole album is absolutely amazing. There's not one song that I'm like, could be a pass. I love every single song on this album. I can't even pick a favorite. New Year's Day definitely stands out for me. But oh my gosh, So It Goes, A Dress, Getaway Car, Delicate, I Did Something Bad, Don't Blame Me, Endgame, Ready for Everything, everything. I love this entire album. Flawless, 10 out of 10. She didn't even need a re-record. She didn't even need it. It was that good. So yes, thank you so much for watching. I will see you again on Thursday for Lover. Like I said, please send this to the Swiftie in your life, especially if you have a Reputation era girly. I know we are plentiful and we're out there. A lot of people, Reputation is their era, their favorite era, so definitely send this their way. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on Thursday. Bye!